In this video, I will show you how one person can hang sheetrocks into the ceiling. I suppose I could rent a sheetrock lifter, but that's something I really didn't want to do because I'm taking my time. I have about 26 pieces of drywall panels I want to hang into the ceiling. I have a full-time job, and I'm only doing this, end of the day when I come back from work, so I can only do about 3 or 4 panels a day. And I didn't want to buy anything inexpensive from Amazon. They have really bad ratings, and I read the reviews, they tend to break and so on. And I didn't want to end up with something I'm not going to use, and it'll end up in the shed or the garage for the rest of my life. So I decided to build my own. This is something very simple, inexpensive. You can see I built it out of 2x3 studs because that's what I have in my garage. I didn't really buy anything. I could have made it out of 2x4s. It would be much sturdier, but this is strong enough. You can see it's got 4 casters. I bought these from Amazon for about 20-25 bucks. I built the rest of it out of scrap wood. There's some nuts and bolts. The whole thing really didn't cost me about, maybe 30-40 bucks if that. It's very simple. It's got like 2 arms, and they're pivoted at the top with a couple hinges. I put the sheetrock here, lift it up, put it here, then tilt this up and use a supporting stud to keep this up in place. Then I can move this around and position it where I want, and then before I can start installing it into the ceiling. Very simple. One thing I realized after I built this, it's lightweight. The bottom of the base is lightweight, and when I load it with sheetrock, it tend or try to tip over. So what I do, normally I just put some weight down here to keep this down. I have a box of metal parts I put down here. I got a can of paint I'll put here, and that should be plenty to keep this from tipping over once it's loaded. The casters are very nice. They take a lot of weight. I can move them anywhere. I can move them left, right, forward, reverse, and so on. So I'll show you how I load this. Very simple. I'll get sheetrock. Position it. Try and position this in the center, and then lift up this. Very easy. Slides up. Very easy. And then it sits on these 2 supporting or supporters, whatever you want to call those. So now this is sitting. All I have to do is to lift this up and put the supporting stud to keep it up in place. This is probably the hardest part. Not very hard, but it's the hardest part. So here we go. Put the supporting stud here. And there you go. And that was it. Simple. And then you can move this around. Position it where you want, and you can even lock the wheel so it won't move. I don't have a problem with that actually. I leave it unlocked. I can position it, then I can move the sheetrock. Now, you notice there's a gap between the ceiling and the sheetrock. There's about 1.5 to 2 inches, and I wanted that. I didn't want it butted against that, so I can wiggle the panel, position it where I want. And I'm okay with it, really. It's good. Then I just use a ladder or little scaffolding. Once it's positioned in place, use this, and then start screwing the panel into the joist. Very simple. As I progress, I push this forward, and then I keep screwing into the joist until the end of it. Very simple. Like I said, it cost me nothing. And at the end of the project, I can take it apart and repurpose it. Maybe the bottom, I can use it into a dolly or a can put my tools on it or whatever. But I hope this video helps. Let me know how you like it. Thank you.